we are. What are we doing today?
What are we doing today? Well, I got sourdough bread in the oven. Thanks for your help.
That's awesome. I'm excited about that. It's been a while since you've made some sourdough bread.
I know. I got out of the habit. It's like a habit you have to get into again. But yeah, it is time to prune in the high tunnel, the trees.
Yeah. Do you want to help me with that?
Yeah, maybe we'll give that a try.
I know. I feel like
I have a hard time watching him whack my trees back.
every year I go in there and I whack them back pretty hard, but they're nice, manageable trees kind of because of it. So.
They are. It's not a bad thing. It's just hard. Sometimes I'm like, not that much. Oh my gosh. And then maybe your dad also might need some help today. We'll see. Mm-hmm. He was processing things. Cow.
Well, that sounds like a good plan.
I got sourdough starter here. I'm dehydrating it so I can share it with y'all. It's very exciting. Look at all those bubbles.
Eva's going to send sourdough starter to the people that sign up for our online course.
Our community. I'm
our
very
community.
excited. So I'm working on that, which has inspired me to start making sourdough again. So I remember how I got to do it.
The sourdough starter here, which if you guys want some of that, to try it out, you can go to our website, which the link is down in the description below, ivanandevekilcher.com. Sign up for the course and stuff, and Eve's going to be trying to get the sourdough starter out to people in the community. So sign up for the community, and we got some other great things going on in there too.
I've been working really hard, creating amazing content for you guys. It has been a process, and I'm still doing it. So I hope you'll join us. It's launching soon. Stay tuned. Moment of truth. Moment of truth, where you know if your bread turned out with a good crumb or not. Okay, so woohoo! There we go. We did it! Look at that beautiful loaf of bread. Oh my gosh, look at those beauties. I'm so excited. I haven't baked sourdough in a long time, and sourdough is definitely one of those things. It's like a muscle. If you don't work it, it's harder to get back into it and remember all the little things associated with it. But I think this was mission success. I put a bit of rye flour in here and some dried nettles, pulverized. So it will affect the rise because, just different heavier things in your dough are gonna make it not rise quite as much as if you were just all white flour and kept it simple. But I'm actually really happy with this. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. Yay! I cannot wait to open these and see what they look like inside. All right, it is time to get up to the high tunnel and go trim those fruit trees and try not to get in an argument with my husband about it. All right, we're at the high tunnel to prune, whoa, and not fall on our butts. Prune trees.
Holy cow, it's a jungle in here.
Oh my gosh, it's a jungle. So, as you can see behind me, plum trees to the ceiling.
There's 2 plums.
And then
there's an apple over here that we got to do. An apple there, a cherry there, and a peach down at the far end.
At the far end.
This thing is in desperate need of some help. Holy smokes. We're not going to be able to get any of the fruit off of these tall ones, really. I guess the kids could climb. Well, I'm going to start with these ones over here that are definitely pretty obvious. I'm going to take that one off.
Whoa, that whole thing?
Yeah.
Why that whole thing? Why is that
Because
obvious?
it's mostly just a straight up shoot.
Oh. And you don't leave any of it?
No, you don't really want these straight up shoots. I should have taken them all off last year and I didn't.
Ugh. Are we gonna get any peaches?
I hope so.
Really? All that? That's crazy. Oh, that's hard.
It actually looks better, I think.
Yeah. What is this?
Looks like charcoal.
Buried right at the base of my tree. So this was like partly buried at the base of my peach tree. And it looks like charcoal. It has a lid, holes in it. What the heck is that? If you all know why someone would do this, let me know, because I didn't do it. I can't really see what is dead and what is alive. Like, is this dead?
This right here is dead.
Oh.
You really like the stuff that's gonna fruit is the more red. It's more of a red sprout.
Uh-huh.
Or in this situation, they're kind of green, but you can tell.
Yeah.
Come in slowly. And cut,
Whoa.
Cut something close here. Yeah, like see that one's damaged too. See that split?
Yeah.
Where did you get this tree?
Where did I get this tree?
What is this tree?
There are two lovely Italian plum trees here. They make little plums that you could also turn into prunes. And we got them from another homesteader who actually passed away a few years ago. And he grafted them and propagated them and then gave us a couple. So we feel really lucky. They actually do pretty well here, which is nice. But this tree, I don't even remember the last time I even pruned this tree, as you can tell. I'm a little terrified. So the old homesteader that gave us these is Daryl Walker, and he passed away. But we still have his plum tree, and that's really wonderful. He was the sweetest older man and just so fun to chat with about farming things.
So the first thing we need to do to this plum tree is we need to get rid of all of the suckers down by the base because those are coming off of the root ball that aren't even.
Which I usually do that. I actually think I did this one, but you can tell I didn't get to that one because it's bad. Ouch. I did this because of the high rabbit year.
All right, so these are all these little suckers that come off of this thing. And so this tree was grafted, and so when you graft trees, it's a root stock from one type of plum that's very hardy for Alaska. And then above that is actually a different type of plum entirely that is the Italian prune. And so everything coming off the bottom here, those are all from the original rootstock, and they're never going to produce plums, or if they do, they're not going to be delicious plums. So we need to get rid of all these little suckers off the bottom down here. Look at this, hon. I think this is below the graft. I think this is the graft line right there. So this whole branch is never actually going to produce anything viable. I'm pretty sure this is a sucker that's coming off the lower rootstock that probably never got removed out.
I think that's a graft right there. I don't think so.
Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Although do we get prunes off of this tree even?
Yeah.
You do?
Oh yeah, I did this here. Oh my God, really? But that.
Is in your way a lot of the time. That one is like in your way.
Poor tree. Not really in my way. I mean, it has to come outward because it can't go back. You know what I mean? No way. No. No.
Yeah,
no. That's the only direction it can grow. Whoa. It can't go back towards the wall because I planted them too close to the wall. So it has to grow outward, this direction. This is why there's strawberries here.
Just because why?
Because there's nowhere, if you're not letting it grow up and it can't go back, it has to grow out. That is the only direction.
Well, but we got to be able to whack this thing back somehow, like a bit. Otherwise, it's just going to take over everything in here.
You didn't respond to what I just said. You didn't hear what I said. So
Look,
which direction is it going to grow?
In the past, you're not here for this part of the process. I just do the pruning, and you give me some hell about it later.
Well, I'm giving you all about it now. But where is it? It needs to grow some direction to make fruit. And you're talking about cutting off all the top
I mean, we never
ones.
get
Not
plums
up there,
on top.
but the ones that come out, just out. It has to grow out, right?
Okay, all right. I won't cut that one.
Okay.
But some of these are gonna have to get nipped off.
No, they can get nipped off a lot. I'm okay with that.
Weren't you supposed to go help my dad?
Yeah, I'm gonna go help your dad, but don't you cut that branch.
Okay, I won't cut that branch, I promise.
Okay. I am here at the barn to help Otto process meat. Ivan is busy pruning my trees and I just cannot watch anymore. I will yell at him later about it, as I usually do. It doesn't help me being there. I'm just stopping the process when it has to happen. Oh, he's just brutal with those trees. Anyway, back to it. Otto is processing a big cow. I'm gonna give him a hand since Ivan's busy. And maybe I'll get some meat out of the deal. So I'm gonna go check out the scene, see what I can do to help. Hi. How's it going? I can't film? No filming allowed? Look at this side of beef, it's so big. There's a lot to do. Well, I have a couple hours till I gotta get the kids, so I'm happy to do what I can.
And I'm still learning.
Yeah.
So it's important to get all the air out when you start. So you have to put a lot of back pressure on it and I kind of hold this.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
was telling Dave I've never held a condom this cold.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway, so basically I'm just holding this back with both hands. And
Yeah.
the important thing is push pretty hard
Push.
at the beginning.
Yeah. Right.
Let the air out.
I can hear the air
You
coming
can
out.
actually,
Okay.
and it just keeps shoving it out.
Yeah.
It gets up to the big line. I tell him it's at the big line.
Okay.
So
That's the big line, you
no,
mean?
this line.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Dave, it's at the big line. And then he shuts it off when it gets to the little line.
Okay. And
Then
there
I
we
just
go.
take it off and I kind of go like that. And then I twist it up really tight like that.
Okay.
Magic little thing.
I love that little contraption.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sweet.
And
We'll give it a go. We'll see if gloves work or not. They might be too slippery. We'll just give it a try. Okay. Oh, maybe I'm pushing too hard.
Well, it takes a little while.
Okay, I was like, am I stopping it from flowing? I don't think I'm that strong. Okay, we're at the line. All right, still got bloody. I don't know if we can really avoid that. Okay. Okay, what am I doing?
you push down.
Just push down. Okay, I'm just not pushing hard enough.
Is that friggin' amazing or what?
It is amazing. It's a whole cold operation. We're lucky it's not negative whatever the heck it was.
The bull was on hold during that whole time.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, because it was cold enough, it didn't
It
matter.
died at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, oh crazy. Oh my gosh. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm just cutting off. This has been hanging here for a while. So it has some not so nice parts on the outside. So I'm just cutting it off. So we only have the good stuff left. Okay, trimming it up, making it look good. Isn't that awesome? This is a knife, a handmade knife from Indonesia, actually. We got it like, oh my gosh, well, before we were married, before we had kids, we went to Indonesia. Isn't that fun? It's a really nice knife. I have got this big old pot of sliced up liver, and I am cutting the last of it. I have a bowl here of the liver we'll eat tonight. And then I actually have to go and pick up Sparrow, and then I will cook this later. Because does a mother actually get to finish a thing in one go? No. she doesn't. Her process is always interrupted. But, my gosh, this last part of the liver is really hard to cut up well. Liver is hard to cut in a very, I don't know, nice way. So I tried to cut up the stuff we're gonna eat tonight, like somewhat evenly and thin. But this stuff that's for freeze drying, you know, if it's a little weird and chunky, it's not so big a deal. Look at you guys, the two kitties. The kitten really wants to be friends with Muse. Muse is not so sure. Hi, kitten. I know. I got all that liver cut up into slices, some for dinner, some to freeze dry. I will cook it all tonight. A bunch will go in the freeze dryer and we'll make all kinds of fun things with it.
Wow. Okay. Did the peach tree, apple tree, 2 cherry trees, 2 plum trees, and another apple down at the end. I hit these trees pretty hard. I think Eve's going to be pissed. They've been hit pretty hard because they hadn't been done for a few years. But they're looking good now. They're looking so good. Like, they're manageable. They're back down to a height that people can pick all the fruit on them. You know, we may not get the best fruit crop off of some of this stuff for a year, but, you know, it really sets us up for success for future years. So I think this is a good thing. It really needs to be done. I'm going to take a bunch of these branches down to our goats now and the rabbits. They'll really appreciate a lot of these tender little bits. So that's what I'm going to do now. These are the peach branches. These are all apple branches and plum and cherry branches. It'll be interesting to see what the goats like the best. I'm gonna take these peach branches down there first. They're kind of the most supple, smallest. And if I were an animal, I'd want to eat the peach first. But we'll see. Well, I am an animal and I do want to eat the peach first. Just not branches so much. Let's see what the goaties think of these, huh? Look at that. They like them. Okay, this one looks like a good one for the rabbits. Let's go see what the rabbits think of it. They're bunnies. Oh yeah, bunnies like it too. You're throwing it out? You don't like it in here? That's funny. Well, something's always gonna eat something else, isn't it? That's kind of the way that it goes. We're not gonna eat the trees, but goats will eat the trees, rabbits will eat the trees. So we're trying to make use of all the scraps on the homestead.
Here's all my liver, and I'm actually just gonna lay it out on cookie sheets and bake it, because it doesn't really need to like taste good or be flavored or fried or anything. So this is my solution on how to get it done quickly and efficiently. We will see. So of course it's late because, you know, everything takes time. So I'm just trying to get this done so we can get it in the freeze dryer. I am just baking this at 350. So there we go. Kitteny, you're gonna get your little face burned off. So that is the next step. Cooking it, then it needs to get put on the freeze dryers trays, frozen, and then put in the freeze dryer. You know, step, step, step. But we're getting there. This doesn't smell very good. This is not a way to make liver appetizing at all. But that's not what we're doing, so it's okay. But, ooh, here it is, all cooked. Yum, yum, yum. So yummy. Don't you want to eat that? Yay. All right, So now this needs to cool. Go on trays, on the other trays for the freeze dryer, and into the freeze dryer. These are all cooled down, and now I'm just going to put them on trays and get it in the freezer. Wow, I guess I should save this for the dogs or something, huh? I'll feed those yummy juices to some animal. I am finally getting the liver in the freeze dryer. It's all frozen. I had an extra tray that I filled with onions because running your freeze dryer uses a lot of power. Might as well have it maxed out, and onions aren't going to negatively affect the liver flavor. So obviously I would not want to run onions and garlic with something that was more sweet because it will taste like onions and garlic. Yeah, so I got this all prepped and ready. Here it is, all frozen. It's going. We will see. It might take a while because this is really thick liver. We'll just see. It's an experiment. I'm excited. The liver is done. Defrost. Is the drain valve open? Yeah. Okay. Here is all this stuff. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to open for defrosting. Okay. Got it all. I got more blended up, filling, oh, what am I doing? Filling more jars. So what I'm going to do with this, kind of like I said, is make a primal burger and encapsulate some of it. You know, it's just a great thing to add into things where no one's really going to taste it, but it's going to add all those lovely nutrients. For those that don't like liver, I thought it would be fun to show you kind of what one whole cow liver minus like a meal and a half for a family of 4. I took out like a chunk for us to eat the other night, but this is essentially one whole cow liver minus a little bit, just for people's information of how much powder you're gonna get out of that from freeze drying it. For my large Harvest Right freeze dryer, it filled 3.5 trays, cooked liver, and then I filled the other tray with onions just to fill the freeze dryer. This produced 2, 4, 6, 8 pints of liver powder. So kind of interesting, fun info for you just to know how much you're going to get out of it. I mean, this is a substantial amount of liver powder. And it's so concentrated, right? And the amazing thing with the freeze dryer is it preserves the nutrients better than any other form of preservation. So that's why I love freeze drying, right? Because we get the bang for our buck nutrients from the food we're freeze drying. So this is just Kung Pao awesome concentrated powder that we can add to things and do what with we will. And it's like shelf stable for years. So super exciting. We have 8 pints from one giant cow liver. And yeah, that's all she wrote. Pretty cool. I'm very excited, and I'm excited to show you guys in some other episodes other things I like to freeze dry that are a little more like fun and snacky. This one's like super healthy, practical. But freeze drying is all things. So keep following along.
Look at that beautiful loaf of bread. We got some salmon salad from our dinner last night.
Oh, so yummy.
This day started out with you making sourdough bread, and now we're getting to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after the end of a hard day's work. Mm-hmm. And I also like to say this is real food right here. This is like sourdough bread that Eve made. Salmon from our ocean right here. greens that we bought at the store.
Pickles and jalapenos that I grew
Yeah.
and pickled.
Anyways, living good. And look, she's still married to me even after I just decimated her trees. Although she hasn't gone and looked at them yet, though. So I know she's probably going to be pretty pissed off when she goes to look at them. But I think it'll be good in the long run. I hope you guys like this episode. We may not have done it the right way, but we didn't do it the wrong way. We did it the Kilcher way. We'll see you on the next one.